Just when I thought it couldn't get any freakier with this Diddy shenanigans, tell me why I came across threads claiming that Diddy and Magic Johnson's son EJ were having a thing. I mean, is there anyone Diddy hasn't been with? You know what? While at it, we might as well compile all the other boyfriends and lovers Diddy has allegedly had. And you better get seated, loves, because it's one hell of a long list.
Happy birthday to...
Hey, we back with another reaction video. Tell me why this man Diddy, the diddler, aka baby old Diddy, aka slippery Diddy, aka slide across your living room flow Diddy, aka alright. You feel me? This man Diddy. So now, I guess I haven't watched the video yet. But from the title, they said that this man was dating Magic Johnson's son. Now you know Magic Johnson's son got to be like 7'1", huge, big dude, like his dad, Magic Johnson. You feel me? But he likes the Johnson too. You feel me? And I guess Diddy likes the Johnson as well. You hear me? So that was he liked him. They was together, I guess. You feel me? But hey, we're gonna get into the video, man. Put y'all cash up in the comments. Y'all know how to do. Also, if y'all want to join the $1,000 giveaway, I will be doing a live on this channel October 22nd. You don't want to miss it. That's this month. So y'all go just subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram at 200_acreshort in the giveaway. But hey, look into the video, fam.
Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Wait, hold up. So you don't tell me nothing weird about this? He got on a whole robe. This man ain't got no shirt on. He's singing happy birthday to him with just them two. No females around, no nothing. Another grown man singing another grown man happy birthday. And both of them half naked. Come on, bro.
It's your birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Note that all these people are alleged. And I'm saying alleged because I personally don't have irrefutable evidence that he dated any of these people. But we all know what they say about where there's smoke, right?
Mr. Lee,
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
No, I got
like that.
You know, I've been practicing.
So by now, you probably know that the prosecutors who are handling this case said in court papers that they had interviewed more than 50 people and witnesses associated with Diddy and expect that number to grow. They also said that they would use financial, travel and billing records, electronic data and communications and videos of the freak-offs Diddy was hosting to prove their case. Basically, based on the case the prosecutors are building, a conviction on every charge would require at least 15 years in prison, with the possibility of a life sentence. If you ask them, they will tell you that they will get Diddy for most of the things which are in the indictment. For those who haven't read it yet, the indictment contains reports of items that were reportedly part of a larger operation involving Diddy's freak-offs, where he allegedly hosted wild fueled parties. The indictment actually details the use of these supplies in extravagant gatherings, including controlled substances, extra linens, and lighting. It also goes on to detail how Diddy and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. He's also accused of using his staff, money, and influence to build his business empire and ultimately a criminal enterprise, where he took part in a bunch of crimes not limited to forced labor, kidnapping, SA, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. It also talks about how on numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Diddy mistreated women by, among other things, pushing, dragging, throwing objects at, and in addition, the indictment went on to say that Diddy lured women in under the pretense of a relationship and forced them to engage in freak-offs using physical and other forms of force. These freak-offs are also described as elaborate and produced intimate performances that Diddy allegedly arranged, directed, during, and often electronically recorded. Then it notes how Diddy's staff often booked hotel rooms and stocked them in advance with baby oil, lubricant, sheets, and extra lighting. Apparently, the freak-offs could last for days, and Diddy, together with the other people involved, would often receive IV fluids to recover from whatever they were using. One of the things that shocked people the most is the fact that the feds found 1,000 bottles of baby oil during their search.
Like, what is you doing for days just being freaky? Like, bro, for days though? Y'all just freaky for days, just like freaking. I don't understand how you can do that. Like, you ain't got nothing else to do with your life but just be, man.
That Diddy was allegedly using with the men he was hooking up with. And one of them was Magic Johnson's son, EJ, who Diddy had been allegedly dating behind the scenes for years. There's even a blind item that has been making rounds saying that this NBA legend is being brought into the whole producer wannabe rapper mess because his son loved the parties. And the assumption is that the blind item is talking about Magic Johnson, his son EJ, and Diddy. That's interesting. And if they have actually been dating for years, they have done a pretty good job of keeping things under the radar. Of course, EJ hasn't been the only person who has been mentioned when it comes to Diddy. And like I said, I made a little compilation of some of the others who came up based on reports from other sources, including the lawsuits that were filed against Diddy. For starters, if there's one person who gave up a few names of boyfriends, it's Lil Rod. In his lawsuit, Lil Rod provided evidence of illicit activity, much of which he claimed to have recorded due to the fact that Diddy required him to record him constantly. He literally secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy, his staff, and his guests engaging in seriously illegal activity. Now, the first person who got an honorable mention is Stevie J, one of the only people who has unsurprisingly publicly defended Diddy.
My man would never break the law. We don't do that. We're law-abiding citizens. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is another crucifixion of a black legend.
Anyway, in the lawsuit, Lil Rod said that Diddy directed Stevie J and his son, Justin Combs, to recruit the ladies for his parties. And in Justin's case, he was instructed to find the younger ones to attend the parties. He also claimed that Diddy showed him videos that allegedly showed Stevie J with another man. In fact, according to what Lil Rod said, Diddy said it was normal practice in the music industry for men to sleep together. And he was like, look, even Stevie J is doing it. I mean, if this is true, it would make sense as to why Stevie J has been defending Diddy, right? Also, don't you find it a bit sus that Stevie J was also present when Diddy's houses were being...
I knew Stevie J was a little fruity. I think it was a video that came out of him actually getting it on with a dude. Like, y'all gotta Google it. I think it came out. You probably could go find it on Google. But I'm not Googling it, but y'all go and do it. But yeah, it's you can look at Stevie J till he was swinging that way.
And he shared his firsthand knowledge about the force federal agents used during the raids, saying that the feds barged in, aimed at him, and ordered him outside with his hands up. And then they put him in handcuffs during the search. And he said he saw agents leave with a single bag filled with potential evidence. I mean, what exactly was he doing in that house? Like, really? Anywho, someone else who was mentioned in the lawsuit as one of the people Diddy was hooking up with is Cuba Gooding Jr., who Lil Rod also accused of SA. According to what Lil Rod said, Diddy specifically mentored Cuba and showed him his ways with the goal of passing him off to others. Lil Rod actually says that he was introduced to Cuba while on a yacht in January 2023, who proceeded to force himself on him until being forcibly pushed away. Not so much is said about Cuba, but the assumption made in the lawsuit is that he is or was among the lovers. Moving on, adding on to this list is Christopher Williams, and this is an allegation that was made by none other than Jaguar Wright.
But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork. See, and when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, they didn't stop. She just walked out. And she just kept her head down at the office the rest of the day, I believe it was. And I don't think it was at the end of business day that day, but I think it was the following day. He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You wanna say something?
In addition, for me, a name that has me shooketh is Tupac Shakur.
Puff and Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati. It's like Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9".
No, I don't believe the Tupac one. Cause Pac saw that Diddy was on some weird stuff, and he was like, "Nah." He went away from it. I can't see Pac being nah.
They called him, his name 6ix9ine. He had the red hair with big old booty and shit. Nobody was gay enough over. What is going on here?
Because allegedly there was something romantic going on between these two. Okay, I know there have been rumors here and there with Gene Deal saying that he can testify that Diddy was obsessed with Tupac. Like Gene talked about how Diddy started dressing like Tupac, and he even started sleeping with the women Pac was sleeping with. For reference, Tupac dated Sarah Chapman before Diddy dated her. And allegedly, he was also with Sally Richardson Whitfield before Diddy dated her. In addition, there have also been reports that Diddy wanted Kidada Jones after he dated Tupac, and Kim Porter had an obsession with Tupac, and Diddy ended up with her.
But nobody know why Pac and Puff fell out like they did. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody know why. But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was, because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap. He had an obsession so bad that at his Grammy Award winning speech, he used the same speech that Pac used.
Also, anyone who read Kim Porter's alleged memoir knows that there were claims in there that Diddy wanted a threesome with Tupac and Kim and wanted to see who would be the first to make her climax. Freaky, freaky Diddy. Again, I can't verify this, but what I can tell you is that another person who has been named quite often is Meek Mill. For this, let me take you back to Lil Rod's lawsuit a little bit. So, one of the things that was hidden in the details is Lil Rod alleging that Diddy told him he had slept with 2 other celebrities, and even though their names were redacted, one of them was described at the footnote as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, while the other was said to have performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. That Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj was obviously Meek Mill. And while Meek has been all over the internet telling people that anyone who has receipts of him and Diddy should table them, people have been telling him that he is actually his own star witness. I mean, there's literally a photo of Diddy and Meek Mill in matching outfits and a pool video which we will never forget.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
And that's not even the only questionable video of Diddy and Meek people have seen, by the way.
If I was in that 19, I got this bad ballet, she be so crazy. I take my
So maybe Meek should probably stay off the internet. Now, the other person who was mentioned by Lil Rod is an artist who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Basically, Usher. But I'm not going to go much into Usher because people have been saying his situation was different because he was forced and taken advantage of by Diddy at a pretty young age. Moving on, we allegedly also had Jamie Foxx as one of the lovers. And he actually brought suspicion upon himself that time when he was describing the Diddy parties he went to. And he was not only talking about how amazing the parties were and the ladies, but how much money Puff was spending on the parties.
So I followed him the whole time. I don't remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. Lady. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right. Bum, 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 bum.
Beyonce.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow. And then Andre Harrell, run that back. That's the one right there. That's going to be the one. You just missed that, the ordering of the champagne, the whole 9. Country, get this. You call me country, I'm going to say country, get this. So I'm filming it. That's the one. That's the record right there. Run it back. So Dr. Ruth Puff dancing, right? All of a sudden I get this, and then I flip the camera this way. There's Demi Moore and some young dude.
Okay, Jamie, we get it. Okay. You know, even as we list the people Diddy may have been with, allegedly.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Jamie Foxx tell the best stories, bro. Like, if you ever hear him tell a story, you just be so invested in it, bro. He giving sound effects and everything, bro. All his stories like that.
The person who introduced him to all this is the one who introduced him to the industry. And his first name starts with a C and his second name starts with a D. Allegedly, this very powerful person was Diddy's first boyfriend, and he could be the reason why Diddy is in this entire mess in the first place. Okay, about this very powerful person, Suge Knight recalled in an episode of Collect Call how Jimmy Iovine made a bombshell revelation during a meeting at Interscope. Apparently, he wasn't supposed to hear the explosive things he heard, but he decided to share it with Suge anyway. Suge was like, we in the office, in the Westwood Interscope office. I walked in Jimmy's office. I didn't have to knock on the door. He was having a conversation and he overheard somebody say something he probably shouldn't have heard. He said, I'm here because CD told me him and Puffy's real tight and, lovers. So I thought he was talking like they got love for each other. I'm like, aight. He said, nah, they are lovers. And I'm like, why do you keep saying that? I said, are they lovers like effing and sucking? And he said, I don't want to say that, but that's what that means, right? It means exactly what you think it means. Well, of course, there have been other names that have also come up as Diddy's lovers, from Andre Harrell to French Montana to Rick Ross and even Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
Yes,
right?
without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the white party.
There's even a list online that is making rounds of the people who have been to Diddy's parties. And while many of these people possibly just went for the regular parties, we know that some of them stayed behind for the freak-offs.
Kids have like an hour left. So get extra comfortable, kids, because after that, y'all gotta go. It's a wrap for y'all, because this thing turns into something that when y'all get older, y'all don't want to come to. Okay? So,
no, we not.
Let's just
no, we not.
Groove on a little bit. Then an hour, we put the kids away. It's all good. All right, DJ, let's hit it. Let's do it. Come on. Okay, now.
I mean, we may never fully exhaust the list of alleged boyfriends and lovers when it comes to Diddy, but who do you think we left out? Are you shocked that he may have dated Magic Johnson's son, EJ? Is there someone who should not have missed the list? Drop those names in the comments section below.
Golly. Wait, hold on. We gotta go to the again. I don't think y'all saw Lecrae part when he was talking. Oh, I don't think this is that video. But yeah. What y'all think about that video in the comments? Now, some of the victims I can be like, I can see that, but some of them like, nah, it's kind of a stretch, I think. But we gonna know for sure when this trial comes out. But I thought about it, I might do it tomorrow. It's a video where he's literally Diddy not even, now this was on Law and Crime Network, so this is definitely like not alleged. So Diddy was starving himself because he's afraid that somebody trying to poison him, and also it could be a suicide. You feel what I'm saying? Attempt. So I don't know, but he's been starving himself. So because he's paranoid. So like I said, we just gotta hope and pray he make it to trial. That right there, that's when when the real stuff gonna truly come out. But he got. Like I say, it's really dangerous for Diddy right now, man. But yeah, see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching the video. Always remember, be safe out there, kings and queens. Let's get it.